Tyril Tall Guy. He is probably one of my personal favorites in all of Idle Champions. Maybe it's just because I'm biased towards druids, but anyway. He is primarily going to be your buffing support type character. He has two ways of doing that. One is through his Druidic Healing, which heals all adjacent champions for a set amount every second. And also the Moonbeam ability. Moonbeam says it will increase the damage of all champions by a set amount. However, for every adjacent champion next to Tyril, it goes down by a set amount. And this is just, it's fixed. So like we see here, I have 6 point something E5 with 2 people next to him. So it's down to 4 because it's 1.35. So like 2.7 minus that. Yeah, pretty good. But he's still a very, very good buffer. I would rank him in in grade. He's probably like an A minus. Very, very good. Not quite S rank, but when do you want to use Tyril as a buffer? Almost always. Until you get Barrowin, Tyril will be a very strong ally in your formation. Also, you're going to want to keep on using Tyril if your main DPS dealer is a fast attacker, because Barrowin will not be able to benefit that damage dealer as well as Tyril will. Given certain gear levels. I mean, it's always gear dependent, but those are like the general rules, right? Looking at his kit, we see some weird things going on. I said that he's a main support, right? But he has 2 damage items. And I can't tell you why. He's not a super great damage dealer. The alternative to him being a support is to him being a tank, where he turns into a bear and you put him in the front because he has a lot of HP and stuff. So again, I don't know why he would need damage. So I'm curious to see where CNE is going with him. There's got to be a major change coming for Tyril in the tanking and healing update, and I'm very excited for that one specific reason. Looking at his other items, pretty standard stuff. You have all champion damage as well as the effect boosting of the specialization, whether you pick Moonbeam for support or Wild Shape turning into the bear, that's tanking. And then ultimate damage and cooldown. His ultimate's really strong because it's just a line of death. It doesn't hit one target. It is just a big it's a big focus beam. Let's see if we can get it going. Brah! So like if that beam hits anything in that way or in its way, dead, just dead. And it hits multiple times. And that's something very, very important to know for segmented health bosses or enemies, armored enemies. It will hit multiple times, and it's one of the very few like extra powerful ults that you'll want to save. Like you'll pop something that increases your party damage and then use Sunbeam. It's just that good. Looking at his upgrades, we see lots of party DPS and healing with like a little bit of self damage peppered in. Maybe that's the balance. Is like he's so focused on healing and buffing that he needed this extra item to be relevant for all the wave clearing, assuming you're not using like click damage and familiars or what have you. But he does get quite a bit of self damage upgrades, but that could also just be treated as filler, or it's helping out us, fat cats with our really further or with our waves that are much further than everything else. That is Tyril in a nutshell. You're gonna put him in the corner of your formation or anywhere where you can see the least amount of connections, because he is a very, very, very strong buffer. And that is Tyril Tall Guy.